What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of ENA We Got Time. It's your boy Alex Lawson here with a very, very special guest, former Virginia cornerback Anthony Johnson. Say what's up to the people, man.
Hey, what's going on, man? Happy to be here. Happy to be on the show. Just excited throughout this whole process. I've been trying to connect with Alex here for a minute, so I'm excited to get into it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, we're gonna let's start from the beginning, man. At what age did you start playing football, and who were some of the guys you know early on you watched growing up you wanted to play like?
You know, I started playing football when I was young, probably about 4 or 5, just playing on organized football in the streets with my friends, skating up on the asphalt. And one day when I was 6, the Coach TT for the Pompano Cowboys came up to me and told me that, you know, here, give this registration form to your mom, come play football here at the park. So I give it to my mom. She looks over it, and she sees there's a waiver saying if there's any broken bones or anything, the park's not responsible. And she was very hesitant and didn't let me play when I was 6. But she seen how disappointed I was and, you know, how frustrated I was. So she let me play the following year when I turned 7.
Okay.
And started playing football when I was 7. And just some of the guys that I looked up to, you know, we had guys like Patrick Peterson from around my way. I think he was at LSU at the time.
Yeah.
And Al Shenard Harris, he played corner for the Packers. These are just people that's around my way. My cousin Clint Session, he played for the Colts.
Okay, nice.
So those are just some of the people that like I knew around the area. And then like, you know, obviously, you know, you got your guys like Deion Sanders, you know,
of
Ronnie
course.
Black, you know, those guys. So.
Okay. Now next question. Were you always like a football player, or were you like a multi-sport athlete? Because you know, like it's become a new thing now, probably since like the early 2000s. You know, guys will play basketball and then eventually end up playing football, or vice versa. So, did you play any other sports like in high school?
Yeah, so I ran track. I played football. I played basketball when I was younger, middle school, but I kind of dropped it when I got in high school. I just focused on football. But I ran track. I did the 110 hurdles, 300 hurdles, long jump, high jump, and 4x4. So I definitely did track. You know, it was good conditioning. The football coach influenced it, and I think it was something that helped me in the long run.
Okay, nice. All right, now the next question, right? At what grade did you think you could play at the next level and, you know, start taking things more serious? Like what grade were you like, man, you know, I'm starting to get offers, or I'm starting to hear about other guys getting offers. You know, I'm just as good as the next guy. You know, if I just take this a little bit more serious, I could possibly, you know, find myself on a college campus with a scholarship. What grade was that, you think?
I was in middle school. I just remember my mom was paying for a Florida Bright Futures, and I think it was my 8th grade year going into my 9th, and she basically told me, like, you know, that she was paying for a fund that would, you know, have me a scholarship by the time I graduate high school. And I told her, like, Mom, you can stop paying that. I'm going to get a full ride. So I believe that was in, like, middle school when I told her that. And since then, you know, it didn't come to my last year, but it worked out the way it was supposed to. God's timing is always on time. So definitely around middle school, I felt like I was going to be able to go and play at the next level in college. I was already ahead of high school. I knew how to play in high school.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Speaking into existence. All right. So, being as though, you know, you said you got you ended up getting a scholarship your senior year. How hard was it picking a college? And if you could just tell us, like, how big of an adjustment it was, you know, going to the next level.
You know, honestly, picking a college for me was very easy. I went to Louisville on my unofficial visit, and I just fell in love with the campus, fell in love with the coaching staff. That was my first offer, my first Division I offer, my first offer in general. So, you know, it meant a lot to me that they took a chance, they believed in me. And, you know, like when you get one offer, then all the other teams start to offer. So I really, you know, that resonated with me a lot. And, you know, Coach Petrino told me, you know, we can't coach you to be a 6'2" DB, but we can put weight on you. We can get you faster. You know, we can develop you as a player, but we can't coach you, you know, being 6'2". So that was just something that resonated with me and something that, made me feel like it was home. I love the city. I love the like how it was no NFL or professional sports. It was just all about the college. So it was a really fun experience, going to Louisville.
Okay, okay, nice, nice. All right, so you go at Louisville. You say you developed and all that. What do you think was one of the biggest reasons for going to UVA? Because that's actually where I first recognized you. My college team is ACC too, but UVA is where I first noticed you. And I was like, man, I gotta get this guy on the channel. So explain kind of a little bit, if you can, that process of switching to UVA, and how was that kind of experience, I guess.
Yeah, so just going into the transfer portal, I just felt like I wasn't given the opportunity that I was, deserving at Louisville. Just kind of a role player, and I just wanted a chance to show what I could do, starting a full 12-game season. So I transferred. UVA and Coach Mendenhall and Coach Howell, they reached out to me. I just love their philosophy and their principles. Just will before skill, earn not given. Like they told me that they had an opportunity for me to come here and start, but it wouldn't be given. I had to earn it, and that's what I'm all for. It's just about, working hard, showing the person that I am, the leader, the teammate, and I really enjoyed like that transition, as well as, competing at the ACC level in football, but the academics here is really well. It's one of the top public schools in the country. So not only being able to compete at a high level on the field, but also as well off. So it was really a great decision coming here to UVA.
Okay, okay. Next up, this is just one of my personal favorite questions. I like asking DBs. What do you think was one of your toughest matchups, and why? Like because obviously you play corner, and I know there's different variations, but you play a lot of man corner from what I've seen. So it's kind of just all on you. Who do you think has been some of like your greatest matchups? You may have got the better of them. They might have got the better of you. It was just really a nice, good rivalry.
Honestly, to be honest, I don't really think. I played against some good receivers, but I would say Sage Surratt a while ago. This was maybe 2019 or 2018. We had a really good game where we went back and forth, and we battled well. But recently, I feel like I've been dominating the competition. But I really think Sage Surratt, we played a good game against each other. I think Antoine Green, receiver from UNC this past year, we played a good game. He didn't have much production, but I think he's a good receiver, a really good player. So those two is who I would say.
Okay, nice. Favorite player memory from this past year? It could be, the memory can be on or off the field, but in your favorite play, if or just one of your favorite plays.
Playing against Louisville, I think it was the second drive of the game. It was first down. We just punted the ball, or we just scored, one or the other. And then they throw a pass, and I intercepted with one hand on our sideline. And, it was just a great feeling to, one, catch an interception for my team, but also do it against the team that I transferred from. It was a really special moment, celebrated with my teammates. But I really enjoyed that moment, so that's one of my favorite moments.
Okay. Now, the Senior Bowl, you had a really good game there as well. I tuned in for it. How was that? And also, give us a rundown. Like, how surreal was it? The NFL Combine. Like you said, you didn't get a college offer until your senior year, and you went to Louisville and you had to transfer, and you went to UVA. But, it all seemed like it's working out for the better. So just if you can, just give me a brief summary, if you can, on those two things, the Senior Bowl and the Combine.
Yeah, the Senior Bowl was awesome. It was a chance for you to go out and compete against some of the guys around the country that, you may not get to match up with, SEC, Big 10, Big 12, Pac-12, Pac-10, whatever it is. And just being able to compete against those guys who that are ranked high and seen by NFL scouts as top draft picks and prospects. So it was just a great opportunity to go out and connect. I believe Jim Nagy did a really good job of coordinating the game. We had, lots of things to do. We met and interviewed with NFL teams. We had like a parade that we had, like a Mardi Gras parade. They fed us well. So I really think it was a fun experience to be able to show scouts that I can compete at a high level, not just in the ACC, but against, the top talent that's going to be drafted here in the NFL. So I think it was just a great opportunity for me to showcase those abilities. And transitioning into the combine, I was out in Arizona at Exos training this whole time, working on my time for the 40 and, working on position drills for the DB drills. And it was just a great experience to go through all of this and meet new people and just to connect and, knowing that, everybody wants to get drafted as high as possible, but we're all working hard, pushing each other to try to give us the best chance that we have to, help improve our stock. So I really enjoyed the group of guys that I worked out with, and just meeting the guys at the combine and at the Reese's Bowl. There was a lot of cool people, and the football world is so small, and that they talk about the NFL being like a fraternity and that brotherhood. So just being a part of that NFL brand and being in this position is like very surreal.
That's incredible, man. That's incredible. Last question I got for you. Any advice for any upcoming guys chasing their dreams, who trying to, whether it's going from middle school to high school, or high school to college, or transferring, just any advice, maybe you wish you would have gotten when you were going into one of those, going into like high school or college or something.
Yeah, what I would say is to trust the process and, whatever it is that you believe in, or, I feel like you really need to be connected in what your spiritual belief is, just because some things are going to be out of your control and some things you won't understand why it's going the way it is. But you got to trust the process and know that, it's going to be for a greater cause. I mean, don't let a situation win. Always persevere. I mean, I'm a living testimony. I literally went from being one of the highest graded defensive players on the defense to not playing, to transferring, and then to, being in the position to go into the Senior Bowl, going to the combine, as a draftable prospect. It's just something that I can't even tell you how I made it through. My parents looked at me and like, man, I don't know how you did it, how you pushed through mentally, when you were at such a low point. But, I believe that God had a vision and a plan for me, and my journey has kind of been the same throughout my whole life, like always having to prove myself, always having to take, the longer route. So, just don't get too caught up in anybody else's process. Enjoy your process and trust it, and everything will work out.
Man, hey, that's some powerful, powerful words. We definitely over here at ENA, we got time. We definitely going to be looking forward to you on Sundays. We definitely can't wait to see your name get called in the draft. I got my own personal team I like to see you go to, but I just can't wait to see you play on Sunday, man. Once again, appreciate everybody who tuned in. AJ, it was a blessing. Really, really appreciate you taking your time out. This is ENA We Got Time, ladies and gentlemen, and we out. Peace.